Well, we're back here at the Trappers Camp. It's been about a year since we've camped here, and I like to camp here at least, once a year. Didn't build it for nothing. So stick around. We're just going to do some fun. It's a beautiful day in January. It's about 45 degrees. So we're just going to do some little camp projects, make a good pot of soup for tonight. And it's just about kind of relaxation and just kind of tidying up the Trappers Camp here and fixing any loose ends. I got a couple ideas I want to try. So here's the plan for today. One of the things that I want to do is it gets kind of smoky in here. So I want to dig a trench underneath the wall that feeds the fire pit. Fresh air, kind of like a Dakota fire hole. So I want to basically dig a trench right through there. Last time I tried, the ground was too hard. It was like concrete. I couldn't, but it's been raining quite a bit. And the ground's pretty muddy. So I'm going to try again to dig a trench right there. And hopefully that'll clean up our fire and make it burn more efficiently. So somebody gave me this toilet lid, or I don't know where it came from, but it came from somewhere. Might have came from my own toilet, actually. I'm not sure. But anyway, I've always wanted to put a pooping area or a toilet back here. So I'm going to build a little frame for it out of just bushcraft, a little frame for it, and mount this sucker to a tree somewhere. So we have a comfortable place to drop off a deuce. The Trappers Camp is in a little bit of disrepair. I need to work on my wall here a little bit and the walls on the bunks a little bit and just kind of generally clean things up. Doing the woman's work. Tiffy's got it looking better already. Well, just putting her in there makes it look pretty good. Gonna try to make this an actual pit. Big man wrestle this big rock. Watch me not be able to move this big rock. stay in the castle, king in the castle. Well, it is step 2 time, finally. It's been a wonderful day in the bush with my sweetheart, and we've actually gotten quite a bit accomplished. She's been working on the soup while I worked on my Bushcraft toilet and some other odds and ends around. So here's what we've done. We have created a fire pit that is supposed to be more smokeless, and it is not, which I didn't think it would be. But I was hoping that by digging a trench under the wall, it would draw. And we went and we got some rocks from the creek and we put over top to make a tunnel under there. And but it's still smoky as ever in here, as you can probably see. And then I built my Bushcraft toilet, and with a few cuss words, I got her done. It's solid, it holds me, and we're good to go. It's time for step 2. We have a brew here from Best Day Brewing, because it is the best day. Remember we had a Best Day beer on our engagement. Anyway, this is a hazy IPA. Let's give it a try. We'll see if it sucks or doesn't suck. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. That is not bad for a beer that has no alcohol in it. So, anyway, yeah, I like it. It is already freezing, or close to freezing. There's already frost forming, and we are roasty toasty warm in here. All I've got on is just my Columbia jacket and a t-shirt. Sweatpants.
3 layers and my sweatshirt.
She's got 14 layers on, but nope, we're good. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a little cleansing. We're doing this in all of our campsites and everywhere where we stay. We got us some sage. I don't know where it went. We're going to burn some sage and ward off any evil spirits or whatever. Any negative energy is what we want to get rid of. Yeah, exactly. We want good juju in all of our campsites. So, we'll see how this works. All right. Tiffy is lighting the sage. I've never done this before, so this is kind of interesting. But it's an old native tradition. It's been around for years. And there's nothing wrong with trying to ward off any negative energy, anything like that. And one of the things, I got this little booklet that came with it, and it actually says that what you say isn't as important as what you believe. So the main thing is what you believe. We all have different beliefs, but the one thing I think we can all agree on is that we don't want negative energy. So we're going to have fun with this native tradition here. We're going to start in the furthest corner from the exit. Tiffany's just going to wave the sage around and just kind of cover the room. And then I'm going to say this little thing here. Ready? This sacred sage burns as I walk with the Creator to cleanse this space and protect my home, to heal, bring strength, and bring peace. I honor the cycle of life and the 4 directions. From the new beginning in the east, birth and warmth and light of the south, growth, closing the day, bringing change in the west, maturity. The north gives wisdom and guidance, transition, to heal and strengthen. The sacred sage burns. Well, it's chow time. You might have saw Tiffany cooking earlier and wondering what she was cooking. She was inadvertently making jambalaya. It's really, really, really good. Well, actually, I haven't tried it yet, so. But the tastes that I got while it was cooking were really, really good. So she made a pepper, like a stuffed pepper soup, and it calls for rice. And she only put 1.5 cups of rice in, but the rice soaked up all the soup, so it's more like jambalaya. But I bet it's good. I almost gave it an ooh. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so heartwarming. It's about 30 degrees out right now. Everything's kind of frosted over. There's really not much wind. A little bit of a breeze, but not much. So we're staying pretty warm. But this is really, really heartwarming. It's good. This has deer meat and ground beef in it. And we got some rye bread to dip in it. I'll tell you what, we're eating good in the bush tonight.
I can't eat mine because it's so hot.
This doesn't suck. Get a load of that. Alright, y'all. We gotta be real quiet so we don't wake the sleeping bear. Tiffany Boo Boo back there is sleeping real hard. After she got her belly full, she was ready to lie down and go to sleep. So anyway, Tiffany and I are both suffering from a chest cold the last few days. And so some of you may know this and some of you don't, but whenever you're suffering from a lung ailment of any kind, you can actually smoke mullein. The plant is called mullein, which I have here. And I just loaded some in my corncob pipe. And it's actually somewhat good for you. It's like the only plant I know of that's good to inhale. Like good for your lungs to actually inhale mullein. If you're not familiar with mullein, it's the plant that has the big tall spike on top that looks like it's like a big tall pollen-y spike that's on top. You've all seen it. It grows in like pastures and different places. But anyway, it's supposed to be really good for the lungs to smoke it. I've smoked it one time before, but I got some here that's nice and dry, so we're gonna give it a try and see what happens. See if it gets me high. Wow, that is kind of relieving. Not used to inhaling when I smoke my corncob pipe, but this is nice and dry, so it's actually burning. I've been hacking and coughing all night. This actually, wow, it like soothes my throat and my lungs, and you would never think that smoking something would help, but yeah, so there you go. Little in the bush tip and trick. Instead of having a cigar tonight, we're having some mullein. It doesn't really have much of a taste to it. In fact, the only thing I can taste is the leftover residue from my pipe tobacco. Anyway, I think I'm going to settle in and hit the hay. I'll see you all in the morning. Good morning. I actually slept in quite a bit. This is definitely the most comfortable bushcraft place we sleep. I actually got a decent night's sleep in the bush. So I'm about to get up, and it's going to be a beautiful day. The sun is shining. Wind picked up a little bit, but I'm about to get up, make some coffee, and Tiffy and I are going to go for a hike. And we're just going to enjoy. We try not to just like camp out and then just like immediately tear down and go home. Like we try to do something the next day to make it a little bit more like, it's kind of sad when people like pitch their tent and camp and then like first thing in the morning they're like, we gotta get the heck out of here and we gotta go home and got all this stuff to do and blah blah blah. And it's like back to reality. It's like, now enjoy your time. Take 2 full days to go camping. Tiffy is sitting on the rocks that I put down there because that's like the warm spot by the fire. Well, it's coffee time. This is my first time using the percolator as a percolator. Why do I foresee myself getting 3rd-degree burns?
Stop saying something like that. Good thing I'm a nurse.
This is some dark coffee. Been a long time since I've had a cup of coffee out of this cup. But this is one of those that looks like as soon as it hits my mouth, it's going to burn all the skin off the roof of my mouth. Kind of like the pizza when you eat the pizza, and then for the next day, you're playing with your tongue with this little burnt piece of skin that's hanging down. Yeah. This is more like burning the taste buds off the tip of my tongue hot. Hey. Not bad. Not bad. This is a really dark roast, which I like. I don't know. I'm not a big coffee guy, but when I'm in the bush, I like coffee. There's just something about it. I'm like trying to fart, but it's like there's a turd blocking the door. So what I got to figure out is what the next project I want to do here is.
Yeah.
Do I want to build that hearth kind of thing? Mm-hmm. That'd be kind of cool. I guess the first thing I need to do is come back here and do some repairs on the side walls of that. I know, it seems silly.
We're both sick.
We drag all this stuff out for one night and I work my ass off. And then we sleep in the woods and don't sleep as good as we would at home.
But it's fun.
It's still like refreshing.
Mm-hmm. It's fun.
I slept good.
I did too.
Alright, so let's do a quick recap here. So, I tried building a hearth. Well, not really a hearth. I tried building a sort of ditch in the ground that would feed the fire with oxygen and reduce the amount of smokiness in here. And it did nothing, none of the sorts. I was hoping it would work kind of like a Dakota fire hole. It would draw air in from the side and burn really clean. It did not. Smoke is still a major issue in this little trapper's cabin. So what I'm going to do, I think, and let me know if you all have any ideas for me, but I think I'm going to build like a hearth thing right here. Let me show you. So right here is where my trench is that comes from under the wall to feed oxygen to the fire. It's blowing up like a storm.
It's raining.
Yeah, I think I'll poop at the house. Anyway, my idea is to build a little fireplace thing right here with a chimney that actually pulls the smoke out, and then but leave like a horseshoe shaped fire pit so that you can like scrape hot coals out from the fireplace, so you still have you still have an area to cook and everything and to keep you warm when you're on the beds. But hopefully the idea is that it'll draw the smoke up and out the chimney. So I don't know, I think that I might try that and just see what happens. Oh, we got some stuff coming in, so we're gonna get the heck out of here. So when you're laying on your log bed like this, every once in a while there's one that's a little lumpy on your back, and so you got to pull that one out. Just simply pull that one out, and then you don't have that lump there. I was joking around with Tiffany, And I said, I wonder how many you could pull out before you'd fall down. She said, it's like the game Kerplunk. So the main thing, and probably coolest thing we accomplished, is building a nice bushcraft, sort of bushcraft, toilet here. And it's nice and solid. It's not going anywhere. It will hold my weight for hopefully the next couple of years before it needs repaired. And give me a place to go comfortably. If you've squatted in the woods before, on multiple campouts, like, it gets old, especially if you're a long pooper like me. Holding yourself in that squatting position, yeah, it just kind of sucks. So having some comforts of home added to the woods. See, to me, that's what bushcraft is about every time I come out to a campsite, especially a semi-permanent build like this, it's like, what can I do to make it more comfortable each time? Until it's like you live in the woods, but yet you're still comfortable. Anyway, as you can see, it's a several feet away from the camp because you don't want to stink it up. And some of you might be like, ooh, that's gross or whatever, you know. What are you going to do with the poop after it hits the ground? Well, here's the thing. We're only staying here at this campsite maybe twice a year, 3 times a year at the most. So any poop is just going to dissolve and disintegrate. Some animal will come and eat it or whatever. But if you're worried about the poop, you can always shovel it away, or you can always dig a hole right down there too, so, and cover it. So there's a lot of options, but it's really no big deal. I could take a poop right here and just leave it, and in a few rains it would just be gone. So it's really not that big a deal. It's really not that gross. Well, thank you all for tuning in. I'm gonna get out of here. It's sleeting, spitting snow, a little bit of rain. It's getting colder, wind's picking up. So we're gonna head back to the house, and we'll see you next time in the bush.